So, my boy is in the building. Justin, music producer, DJ, one half of Addictions from Orlando, right?
Yep, you got it right.
There we go, brother.
How you doing?
Good, good. How you doing, bro?
Not too bad.
Yo, I'm excited to have you in the group. Excited to have you on the podcast.
Appreciate it.
Definitely trying to get more to know you. This is a platform, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Definitely.
Good to be here.
So, like I mentioned before, Orlando.
Yes.
How'd you get out here to San Diego?
Oh, man. It's been a long time coming. I've been wanting to move to California in general.
Okay.
For like 5 years or so.
Okay.
And I'm here now. I finally made the move. Got the call from a friend, and spot opened up. So I'm rooming up, you know.
Yeah.
You know how the California thing goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm here now. Yeah.
That's dope. So we're going to try to get in how you got into the whole house music scene. DJing. We'll start with DJing wise.
DJing wise.
Okay. So what were some of your inspirations from wanting to start DJing in general? Whatever genre.
In general,
yeah.
So first started out producing.
Oh, okay.
You know, nowadays you got to produce and DJ.
Okay, yeah.
It goes hand in hand, pretty much.
We'll talk about that later on.
Okay. But so yeah, that was pretty much where it kind of stemmed from. I always wanted to DJ.
Okay.
And yeah, it was just time. Things were popping up, and it was like, well, we're starting to get things popping on the production side of things with the Addictions. So it's time to DJ as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like I mentioned in the beginning of the intro, you're a half. You're basically your partner. You're a group.
Yep.
And you say that your partner is in Orlando.
Yep.
Correct.
Shout out to Nino.
Shout out to Nino right there. Definitely. So how does that dynamic work? You being here and he's there. Actually, I'm sorry. Let's rewind that.
Yeah.
The partnership.
We're best friends.
Best friends. Okay.
Since high school.
That's how it starts.
Yeah.
Best friends.
Gotta be friends first.
Definitely. 1000%.
And then we became best friends. Started doing production. We rapped, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh no. We're talking about that rapping thing.
We ain't gonna talk about it too. Nah, but I don't even
Yo, give me a fire eight bars right now.
8 bars? Okay. No, we ain't gonna do that.
Cut that. No, cut that. All right, go ahead.
I was playing. But yeah, but that's kind of where everything kind of stemmed from.
Okay.
Rapping and producing early out in high school.
Okay.
And became best friends. Started getting into hip hop and R&B production. And then maybe around 2009, 2010 is when we started getting the house music.
The house music, right?
Yeah.
So from a little experience from me, that's right around the time frame that I got into house music. 2008, 9, 10ish, right around there, when that boom of it was definitely. So I'm from New Jersey.
Right.
So New Jersey, New York, Chicago, Detroit. There's a debate on where it started.
Right.
Since I'm from there, so I'm going from New York, New Jersey.
Of course you are. Yeah.
You know, whatever's clever. But so my first track that I listened to was Sandstorm.
Okay.
Sandstorm's not really a house track, but it is a techno track, and we'll talk about later on how house and all that flows into techno. Can you remember the time frame that you started?
Yes. So it started with Morgan Page for me.
Okay. So that's that time around 2010ish.
Yeah, and that was probably a little late, but
yeah,
there was a song like "Fight for You," Morgan Page.
Yeah.
Shout out to Morgan. That song, I don't know, for whatever reason, the beat, the vocals, just the combination of things. Like, man, like I'm like addicted to this song.
Okay.
So that song is what did it for me.
Did for you, right?
Yeah.
So speaking of those big names, right? You got some big tracks out there, some big tracks you've been DJing, big spots, right? Okay. I'm Modest Man right here. Modest Man. So kind of go over where that started and then kind of where it's at now, if you could.
Yeah. So we kind of started. So I would say, was that 2013? 2013, I think, is when we started getting the name going as far as the Addictions with house music. EDM, of course, at that time was progressive house. So that's kind of what we were going towards at the time. Of course, house music has progressed and changed over the years.
Definitely.
So you kind of go adapt with the sound. And we just love music in general.
Okay.
So whatever we feel like we want to do is what we're going to do.
Definitely.
And if it comes out good, it comes out good, you know, and then we just keep it moving.
Definitely. Yo, that's definitely dope, man. From prior experience in the whole house music scene, it's definitely ups and downs of it, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So from what I've seen, house music is the genre house music. And then there's techno with the kind of extreme parts of it, you know? And then there's everything in between.
Right.
For example, EDM, when we first started getting into the whole house music scene, you know?
Right.
EDM was kind of tech house now, where it's going, but at some point it's going to peak.
Oh, for sure.
And then drop down. And then everyone's going to be like, oh shit,
what's the new
thing?
Right.
But they're going to go back to house and tech.
Right.
Or techno, you know what I mean?
Right. It'll always go back.
Correct. Right. Always. And that's what I'm going to say. So like the reset, that's a reset once everything's at its peak. You know what I mean?
Right.
How do you feel, or how much time do you think is left on the tech house scene?
I don't know. I was thinking about, on the drive over here, I was thinking about that a little bit.
Yeah.
So I've noticed like with EDM, when it became like commercial, you got a lot of high profile vocalists and things. I don't feel like tech house has really crossed that yet, but I feel like there's still room for it to be bigger.
Definitely.
And I think vocally, it could be bigger if there were bigger vocalists,
artists on it, right?
If that makes sense.
It makes perfect sense, because at time EDM was this you know what I mean? And then it started getting more adding vocals to it.
Right.
And the vocals make it poppy.
Exactly.
And then once it becomes poppy, then the masses understand what's going on.
Right.
And then once the masses start going on, like top 40 in like the whole genre of, you know, music, you have country, sometimes you have R&B, you have hip hop in that top 40. You know what I mean?
Right.
So once that genre of EDM, for example, or tech house gets in that top 40, then I think that's when it's going to hit its maximum peak.
Right. I don't think it's reached it yet, though. I feel like I still feel like there's room.
There's definitely room.
Yeah. If people are gonna take it to that level, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can see like a Calvin Harris. You know, he always comes out with a banger.
Definitely.
Every year.
Definitely.
I mean, tech house is kind of where it's at right now. So why couldn't like a Calvin Harris come out with a poppy tech house type of track with a big vocalist like he always brings?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can still see that happening.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that, actually. Something like that happening.
I mean, that's definitely, I think that's going to be the wave here soon. So Fisher came out with Losing It.
Right.
And that's the one that kind of is I think that's going to be the catapult that like brings the whole tech house scene to the masses.
Right. I think that's arguably probably one of the biggest ones. That's the biggest to do it.
Yeah, definitely.
So no, I totally agree with you there. But again, there wasn't even a vocalist per se, like a notable vocalist on that. Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
So imagine if like I don't even know if Calvin Harris was to team up with, name a vocalist that you like, a popular vocalist.
Who was the one that did? Was that Carrie Hilson? No, who was that? I forget the vocal, but she was a well-known R&B singer.
Okay.
And then she hopped on a track, and that track just went crazy, bonkers.
Right. I mean, he did it with Rihanna a couple times.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So like with the tech house, that sound in general being popular. Imagine if like a pop artist
hopped on that thing.
Exactly. Yeah. Like that would be crazy.
That's definitely gonna be out of here for sure.
Yeah,
for sure. So we talked about the whole DJ side of it. We talked about the production, but we're going back to that.
Okay.
As far as working with someone else, I have a partner, Simone. Shout out to my man right here.
What up?
That's my boy. How is that working with a partner? Because from my personal experience, it's definitely something new. Because you got to figure out what his strong points are. You got to figure out what your strong points are, and hopefully my weak points are his strong points.
That's honestly that's what me and Nick are. Like, I shouldn't even be doing this interview because I'm not an interview guy. He's more like the outgoing, like face of the brand and everything. I'm more low key, chill, quiet, whatever you want,
Yeah.
But that's where we have our balance, though. Like, he's that guy who will talk to you and be hype and whatever. But we're best friends, and I think that's kind of where we found our balance. I'm the chill, he's the hype, and we made it work.
Partners, we talked about those.
Yep.
As your man over there in Orlando, you're here. The whole dynamic part of it. Upcoming things, 2020. We're almost there.
We are.
Actually, when this post is going to be 2020.
True.
So we're gonna talk about things that should be out by the time this podcast airs. Okay. What should be out, or hopefully out, or plans.
We actually have another record coming with Morgan Page. Hopefully, it'll probably be on Armada. Called Show Me How. So hopefully by then it might be out. We'll see.
So time out. So we're getting exclusive right now. Exclusive behind the scenes, Morgan Page. Let's do it now. I'm sorry, continue.
It's okay.
There we go.
Hopefully that'll be out at some point next year. Things take time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I think for next year, to be honest, like our sound, we're trying to like change up our sound like congruent with our life, like like anything feel good. That's why we're kind of like leaning a little bit towards the disco-y, funk soul vibes, because that's just kind of where we're at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're settling down, getting married. We're just like in that vibe. So it's good when it's congruent with the music, your life with the music. So that's where we're at.
Cool. So you mentioned the whole married thing, right?
Yeah.
So a man right here just got engaged.
Got engaged.
Congratulations.
Appreciate that.
There we go.
Hey Rachel, how you doing, baby?
So how is that dynamic going right now with the whole music, marriage, planning the marriage? How's that going?
It's going good. Well, she's not here. She's like out of state. So I'm able to do production.
Okay. But by the time this post, she'll be here.
Yep.
When is the the date?
January 24th.
So I'll get an invitation.
Of course, you might be the DJ.
Perfect. There we go.
Cool.
Yeah. So she'll be here in January, mid-January, a little late January. Yep. And then from there, where's it going? Is it?
So a lot of things will be changing.
Definitely. So
we'll have a lot of records. We've got a lot of records like in the stash that we've been like kind of holding on to. So 2020, they should all be coming out, and we'll be gearing up to have more DJ gigs and things in the future. New to San Diego, so I look forward to 2020.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. Do you have anything to plug? IG, Facebook. I want your name to be out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
So the Oddictions, and that's TheOddictions.
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, SoundCloud, Spotify, Beatport, all that good stuff.
Right? Mm-hmm. Sounds good, man. My dude.
Hey, good guy right here. Reached out of love.
Definitely.
Cool guy right here.
Thank you, brother.
DJ Ollie Red right here.
Thank you for tuning in. Let's go to the decks.
Oh, let's do it.